Hello students, so I am once again back with the part 2 video of chapter number 4 grade 8, how the traders became the rulers. So initially we have discussed how the traders became the rulers, okay, which were the policies we have discussed. It was subsidiary alliance policy, and according to that policy, if any of the princely state is accepting that policy, then they have to maintain, that kingdom have to maintain the British army, all the expenses they have to maintain, and additionally one of the British representative they have to keep in their palace, right? So this was the subsidiary alliance policy. Now moving ahead to another policy of Britishers, and that was annexation policy, which was introduced by Sir Henry Hardinge and which was implemented by Dalhousie. So let's start the video. Dalhousie's policy of annexation. The aim of Wellesley's policy of expansion was to enslave the native kingdoms without using much of the British resources. So according to the Wellesley's policy, means the subsidiary alliance policy, which was also considered as the slow poison, and that policy was actually to enslave the kingdoms, right, without using the British resources. Means Britishers don't have to spend money also, and they can become the king also. So this was the diplomatic mindset of Britishers, right? The states that accepted the subsidiary alliance considered the British as their friend. Eventually, in the absence of internal and external threat, they became irresponsible and their administration started deteriorating. See, initially they accepted this subsidiary alliance policy and they became the friends of Britishers. बट धीरे धीरे उनको पता चला कि उनके जितने भी इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल जितने भी जो भी एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन लेवल का जो भी काम होता है, इट इज़ बिकम डिटेरियोरेटिंग, मीन्स कम होता जा रहा है. मीन्स द ब्रिटिशर्स आर forcefully making their own rules in the kingdom. The outcome of the conspiracy of the British was the anarchy in many princely states. The Indian rulers got trapped in it. धीरे धीरे जो इंडियन रूलर्स थे getting trapped, मतलब फंसते जा रहे थे उनके पॉलिसीज़ में. The British got an excuse to start interfering in the internal affairs of these states on the pretext of putting an end to the anarchy. तो धीरे धीरे जो ब्रिटिशर्स थे, what they were doing, they were interfering, means कहीं ना कहीं वो उनके जितने भी इंटरनल अफेयर्स थे, जितने भी किंगडम के अंदर जो कुछ भी बातें होती थी, वॉट एवर द मैटर्स दे वर डिस्कसिंग, द किंग इज डिस्कसिंग विद देयर मिनिस्टर्स एंड अदर पीपल, द ब्रिटिशर्स गेट इंटरफेयरिंग इन दैट, और उसमें भी वो अपना राय देने लगे. तो इस तरह से जो इंडियन किंगडम्स थे वो धीरे 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 पीछे होते जा रहे थे. They annexed many states under the same excuse. Thereafter, Burma, now Myanmar, and regions of Punjab were also annexed. So many of the kingdoms were, they were ruling over there and they were forcefully applying the policy of annexation policy, and because of that, Burma and the regions of Punjab were also annexed. Maharaja Ranjit Singh, we have discussed that Maharaja Ranjit Singh was the king of Sikh kingdom in Punjab. पंजाब में वो रूल कर रहे थे महाराजा रंजीत सिंह. Initially they had a very good relations, friendly relations with Maharaja Ranjit Singh, but after the death of Maharaja Ranjit Singh, what happened? Punjab became anarchy, and after they attained anarchy, Britishers all वो उसको भी अपने अंदर ब्रिटिश रूल के अंदर लेकर आ गए. According to the policy of annexation, if the king died without a son, his state was annexed. So what was the annexation policy? So according to the annexation policy, if any king is died and if no son is there, आगे बढ़ाने के लिए, ठीक है, हेरार्की प्रोसेस, एक राजा के बाद में उनका बेटा राज करता है. सो अगर कोई बेटा नहीं है उनका खुद का, तो वो स्टेट अपने आप एनेक्सेशन पॉलिसी के हिसाब से ब्रिटिश रूल के अंदर चला जाएगा. दिस वॉज द एनेक्सेशन पॉलिसी. इन दिस वे सतारा, झांसी, नागपुर एक्सेट्रा बिकेम द विक्टिम्स ऑफ एनेक्सेशन policy or policy of annexation. So many of the states were becoming the victims of this, like for example Satara, झांसी एंड नागपुर. तो झांसी का तो एक बहुत बड़ा फेमस था, दैट रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, राइट, झांसी की रानी थी रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, वो वहाँ की रानी थी, उनका खुद का बेटा था, शी वॉज हैविंग अ सन, बट that son was an adopted one and Britishers were not accepting that. एक adopted son भी rule नहीं कर सकता था according to the Britishers. अगर उनका खुद का बेटा होता था then it was no problem, but that son was an adopted son and that was the only reason why रानी लक्ष्मीबाई, झांसी की रानी जो थी, उनको ब्रिटिशर्स के साथ एक बहुत युद्ध करना पड़ा, जिसमें उन्होंने बहुत ही ब्रेवली फाइट किया था अपने सन को, अपने एक छोटे से बेबी को अपने पीछे बांधते हुए उन्होंने बहुत ही अच्छे से फाइट किया था. बट obviously she was martyrdom and that's how Jhansi also became the victim of annexation policy, but she fought very bravely. See, you can see here in the picture 4.6, the first railway in India, right? Moving ahead, Dalhousie aimed at helping the British traders to make huge profits from the trade of tea, coffee and cotton by capturing the areas that produced these commodities on a large scale. So what was Dalhousie doing? He was helping those British traders, those who want to make huge profits out of the trade of tea, coffee and cotton, by capturing those areas which produce these commodities on a large scale. मीन्स जो एरियाज़ में टी, कॉफ़ी और कॉटन जैसे ज़्यादा रॉ मटेरियल्स प्रोड्यूस हुआ करते थे, उस एरिया में सबसे ज़्यादा कैप्चर करने का, उस एरिया को अपने अंदर करने का, ये था डेलहाउजी का एम, राइट. To consolidate the British rule in India and to run the administration smoothly, many changes were introduced by Dalhousie in India. British rule को बहुत ही स्मूथली चलाने के लिए, उनका एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन स्मूथली चले, इसलिए उन्होंने काफ़ी सारे रिफॉर्म्स किए थे डेलहाउजी ने. During his tenure, the first railway line started between Mumbai and Thane in the year 1853 century, which we have seen the picture. The first railway line started and it was started between Mumbai and Thane. You can see there on the picture in the year 1853. The modern postal system started in India and wireless system between India and England too was introduced during his tenure. Means all these things, means railway line start करना या modern postal system start करवाना, ठीक है, between India and England, all these things were introduced by the Britishers for their convenience, ताकि वो अच्छे से काम कर सकें, right. He passed laws to ban child marriages and advocate widow remarriages. इसके अलावा डेलहाउजी ने काफ़ी सारे ऐसे रिफॉर्म्स पास किए थे. फॉर एग्जांपल लाइक दोज टाइम इंडिया में चाइल्ड मैरिज होना या विडो रीमैरिज को नहीं माना जाता था, इन सब चीज़ों को, तो ये सारे लॉ को उन्होंने चेंज किया था, इन सब चीज़ों को उन्होंने बैन करवाया था. इंग्लिश एजुकेशन स्प्रेड इन इंडिया ड्यूरिंग दिस टाइम. इंग्लिश एजुकेशन को भी उन्होंने काफ़ी ज़्यादा फैलाया था, सो दैट जितने भी जनरेशन आए उनको क्या लगा था, अब ब्रिटिशर्स को वहाँ पे रूल चालू हो ही चुका है, तो आराम से एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन स्मूथ करने के लिए क्या ज़रूरत था, प्रॉपर कम्युनिकेशन, एंड फॉर दैट इंडियंस हैव टू लर्न इंग्लिश, राइट. तो बचपन से अगर उनको इंग्लिश एजुकेशन दिया जाएगा तो क्या होगा, फिर आगे जाके वो उनको तो एनस्लेव वाला काम करने का, नौकर वाला, तो उनसे आराम से काम निकाल सकते हैं, ये उनका सोच था. द फर्स्ट 3 यूनिवर्सिटीज़ इन इंडिया वेर established in Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata in the year 1857 century. They established first 3 universities in India and that was in Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata in the year 1857. Thus these reforms were basically for the expansion of British rule and ease in administration. So all these reforms, ठीक है, जितने भी हमने डिस्कस किए, रेलवे लाइन, postal services, English education, universities, all these reforms were basically for their expansion, for the expansion of British rule and for their easy administration. वो हमारे लिए नहीं करके दिया था उन्होंने, but later on वो हमारे लिए एक बूंद साबित हुआ था. Although Indians benefited later on, they had to suffer a lot with the introduction of British reforms, right? So moving ahead, dissatisfaction of people. See, after the policy of subsidiary alliance, Dalhousie's policy of annexation shook the whole nation terrible. So firstly, subsidiary alliance policy was introduced by Wellesley, Lord Wellesley, and after that Dalhousie also introduced a policy and that was policy of annexation. Means ये जितने भी policies introduce किए जा रहे थे, one by one, it was terribly shaking the nation. This resulted in the dissatisfaction among the people towards the Britishers. So result क्या था इसका, that we Indians were not at all satisfied with the Britishers' policies. You must have seen the film Kranti and Mangal Pandey. If you have not seen, then try to see these movies. Okay, अगर क्रांति और मंगल पांडे मूवी आपने नहीं देखा है स्टूडेंट्स, just have a watch of these movies. At this time, the people were suppressed under the dictatorial regime of the British. So basically उस मूवीज़ में यही दिखाया जा रहा है कि किस तरह से ब्रिटिशर्स के नीचे हमको दबाकर काम करवाया जाता था, कितना दबाया जाता था. In addition to that, the reforms made by Dalhousie added fuel to fire. See, डेलहाउसी के जो पॉलिसीज़ थे, एनेक्सेशन पॉलिसी, वो तो आग बोलते हैं ना, आग में घी डालने का काम कर रहा था. ऑलरेडी Indians were not satisfied with subsidiary alliance policy, and after that annexation policy also adding fuel to fire. Different people reacted differently to railway facilities of post and telegraph and western education. So people were reacting very differently. लोगों को ये सब समझ में नहीं आ रहा था. इंग्लिश एजुकेशन, वेस्टर्न एजुकेशन, तो उनको ये सब एक्सेप्टेड नहीं था, बिकॉज दे डोंट वांट कि उनका बच्चा जो है चेंज हो जाए इंग्लिश एजुकेशन लेकर. ऑर्थोडॉक्स पीपल फेल्ट दैट ब्रिटिश वांटेड टू डिस्ट्रॉय देयर कल्चर. दो एट दैट टाइम द इंडियंस वेर ऑफ ऑर्थोडॉक्स मेंटालिटी. उनका मेंटालिटी काफ़ी पुराना था, ऑर्थोडॉक्स टाइप का था. तो उनको लगता था कि ब्रिटिशर्स जो है ये सब कुछ रिफॉर्म करवा के वो क्या चाहते हैं, हमारे कल्चर को डिस्ट्रॉय करवाना चाहते हैं. सो दे वर नॉट एक्सेप्टिंग दीज ऑल रिफॉर्म्स or these policies. The reforms done by the British were basically for running the administration smoothly. So basically it was for their convenience. The dissatisfaction of people had reached a point of saturation and they were in the state of rebellion, which resulted in the freedom movement of 1857. So finally this dissatisfied Indians, ठीक है, मतलब उनको बिल्कुल भी एक्सेप्टेड नहीं था ये सब चीज़ें, पर धीरे धीरे जब उनका हद पार हो गया तो फाइनली उन्होंने सोचा कि अब उसके खिलाफ खड़ा होना ही पड़ेगा, उनके खिलाफ. सो फाइनली विच वॉज रिजल्टेड इन द फ्रीडम मूवमेंट ऑफ 1857, विच इज़ वेरी मच नोन टू अस, राइट. हम सब इसको जानते हैं 1857 का जो फ्रीडम मूवमेंट हुआ था. सो दिस वॉज द चैप्टर. होप यू अंडरस्टूड. A very easy chapter. You can learn two policies which were introduced by Britishers: subsidiary alliance policy and annexation policy. What was the policy, how it was implemented, by whom it was implemented, in which year, which were the states, etc, etc. All these things we have discussed here. Hope you have understood. Chapter number 4, how the traders became rulers. Thank you.